And Storm Track Live radar, well, it's taken a little while, but the rain has finally moved up to the US 131 corridor and a little bit beyond that as well. Kind of scattered in nature. It was a nice solid line off to our west. Let's take a look in and around the Grand Rapids area with some light rain moving in at the present time. Just enough to put a little water on the windshield. And of course, if you wash your car over the weekend, now it's dirty. Here's the latest in the Grand Rapids area. And let's slide a little bit further south. You'll be able to see it's almost in the Kalamazoo region. We'll do some tracking into there and also the Battle Creek area. Moving east at about 22 miles an hour. So arrival time, I'll give it about 10 minutes in the Kalamazoo. Battle Creek about 1:15, 1:20 before it reaches your location. But you're probably wondering, when is this rain going to move out? Well, tracking it at the same speed, the back edge of it into the Grand Rapids area. We're looking at US 131 Grand Rapids about 3:30-ish and into the Kalamazoo area. We're looking at arrival time or a little shortly after 4 o'clock. Battle Creek, we're looking at right around 5 o'clock. So if you have evening plans, it looks pretty good out there. And overall, we'll just see some scattered light rain for much of the day, although we could see a strong thunderstorm develop here and there. Here's the latest Lake Macatawa sky cam. Obviously, with the rain, we have the overcast skies out there. And I wanted to point out one more thing out there. The slight risk area, the Storm Prediction Center actually upgraded the slight risk area a little bit over the southeastern portion of the viewing area. We're going to go back to radar just for a moment. You can see up to Kalamazoo, Pawpaw area and the Bellevue area and points to the south. Slight chance that we could see some severe weather. And also for tomorrow, I think really the greater risk will be tomorrow with any chance of severe weather. You can see it pretty much includes much of lower Michigan. Here's the latest with the temperatures. That is the other story. Temperatures have actually gone down a couple degrees as the rain moved into West Michigan. It's at 81 right now in Kalamazoo, 78 in Grand Rapids. We were at 80 last hour, but I tell you what, this is one of those days it feels warmer thanks to the dew points up around 68 to 70 degrees. This is muggy air, very typical of summer. It's going to stick around right on through early Wednesday. We have to wait for a cold front to move through. Once that happens, that's just going to be a great end to the week. Wind speed out of the west, 16 miles an hour, southwest in Fremont, right around 13, also 13 out of the west in Kalamazoo. So a little bit of a breeze out there, a little more than what we saw the past couple days. And for the most part, it should be out of the southerly direction, about 15 miles an hour or less for most of the afternoon. 5 o'clock and this afternoon looks like some scattered showers and thunderstorms. Could be some stronger ones south and east of Grand Rapids. All depends how much we heat up. Right now there's a lot of clouds out there, but it looks like most of us drying out at the 5 o'clock stage. As we head towards later on this evening, you can see how things really died down. So much of the overnight period, we're going to see partly cloudy skies. Wake up readings tomorrow morning with a nice little sunrise. Looks like dry conditions out there with temperatures still in the 70s. Notice later in the afternoon, some showers and thunderstorms approaching, likely a big cluster. We'll have to really watch the radar closely later tomorrow because tomorrow will represent a more significant increase in the severe weather threat. At Lake Michigan for today, a fair amount of clouds out there. Water temperature 70 in the Grand Haven area for the first time and 73 in Saugatuck. Everybody else in the 60s with a 1 to 2 foot chop. Storm Team 8-day forecast. Could we hit 90 degrees tomorrow? Well, if we do, it'd be the first time in 2013. We'll have a shot at it. It certainly will feel that way with all the humidity in the atmosphere. And of course, all that humidity and the water vapor in the atmosphere could lead to some strong thunderstorms, especially the second half of Tuesday into very early Wednesday and then behind it. Oh, so nice. Refreshing.
So nice. But before we get there, there'll be some busy times for you guys in the tracking center.
Potentially, yeah. It'll keep us on our toes.
All right. Thank you, Matt.